Base 170 special attack, an insanely diverse move pool, and a newly buffed typing. Could Kyurem-White be a sleeper pick here in Regulation G? We're about to find out. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop into some battles here, shall we? Going up against Champ, who's got an Earthworm, Dozo, Kyogre team. So we do have some weather wars happening here. For sure. I love that Kyurem deals like super effective damage to the Earthworm, the Rillaboom. I don't think I threw Freeze Dry on anything here, which is kind of a bummer, but I'm wondering if they'll be worried about it. I don't think Delibot got Freeze Dry in the end. Nope. Rillaboom feels good, though. To maybe help deal with that a bit. Yeah, Freeze Dry would have been choice. Would have been a great play. Okay, we can lead with you and with you. I like the idea of Rillaboom out of the gate. We can bring you in the back, and then probably King Gambit. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is my best shot. That's a really cool looking team over there, honestly. I like the I like sort of the combos that they're rocking with. If they can survive with the Earthworm and get the Shed Tail off, what happens if I don't know the interactions of Dondozo with Shed Tail. If you Shed Tail into Tatsugiri, what happens? So strange. Okay. Well, I'm just going to Fusion Flare into you. Can't risk it. We're going to fake out the Ogerpon. Because we know that thing doesn't have a Covert Cloak. Oh, money. Let's go, Reshiram. Kyurem-White. I have a feeling I'm going to do that all video long. Absolutely shutting down whatever their strategy was. I really am interested. If you know for a fact what the interaction is with Dozo Tatsugiri, like can Tatsugiri jump in Dozo's mouth if Dozo has a sub? And can Tatsugiri jump in Dozo's mouth if Tatsugiri is behind a sub? Like, what exactly happens there? Doesn't look like they actually brought Dozo Tatsu if Rillaboom was in the back, but they're probably just trying to get Kyogre behind a sub, and that's great, too. I can Tera Ghost here and go for a Blizzard. Absolutely doing that. No chance I'm not. And we can swap you in hard here, I think. I don't hate it. As long as I'm not putting Ninetales in... I mean, even if Ninetales does die here because they go for the Ivy Cudgel into Ninetales, and my Blizzard doesn't kill, we are Ghost Terror, by the way, on the Kyurem-White. That's literally to cover 4 fake outs that you can't protect around because you're Assault Vest. There we go. Exactly. Even if Ninetales does die and they get the weather control at the end of the game, right? Jeez, one shot in the Rillaboom too is really nice. We have our own Rillaboom in the back who can come in. So see, they will get the kill there. They will have rain for the end of the game, but Rillaboom is such a hard issue for Kyogre. And we have the King Gambit too. I just feel strongly about our ability to still win this, even though they have rain. Do I need a Draco? I think I'm just going to Earth Power this slot and fake out the Kyogre. Because really, the Kyogre, or the Rain is helping Rillaboom's ability to live in Ivy Cudgel, too, if we don't pick up the KO. They go for a Water Tera. Okay, baby. If you're not Covert Cloak, I am going to fake you out here. So there's some damage already accumulating. They follow me after my fake out. Fantastic. Earth Power picking up the KO. Kyurem-White has 3 kills so far. That's really good stuff. And now we just Draco. And we Grassy Glide, baby. Damage. Good on them. They're staying in. Jeez, Rillaboom. Chill, dude. Rillaboom's like, let me get in here. Let me get on the stat sheet. I mean, that's literally why Kyogre and Groudon are having a hard time. Yeah, turns out they're having a hard time. Sort of adjusting to Regulation G. Is like, Rillaboom is a real issue. Last gen, even though Rillaboom was a pretty good answer to both of those Pokemon, they had Dynamax to sort of hide behind. They don't got that anymore, okay? I would highly consider a different Tera on Kyogre, something more defensive, purely because of Rillaboom's. And honestly, put Rillaboom on any team you got, especially if you're just like dipping your toes in Regulation G, because you have a great answer to Kyogre, great answer to Groudon. Calyrex Shadow doesn't like getting like truly snapped in half by a Grassy Glide. I'm going to forget a million others. Oh, you have a terrain control answer for if you run into a bunch of Miraidons. Rillaboom is a good Pokemon. And it's even better in Regulation G. IMO. Good game to my opponent. All right. We have a Trick Room team featuring another Ice Pokemon. Now, this is always the issue. Yes, you have such a buff with your Ice types and, you know, the increased physical defense that you get with them. The big issue, of course, is just that opposing Calyrex Ices, Calyrex Ice, is that what it's called? Are also gaining that benefit, and they really benefit from boosted defenses. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can stop Trick Room entirely out of the gate. I feel like King Gambit needs to come in the back. Like, what is their way of... I think I can just leave with these two. And then I think it's probably as cut and dry as just you and you. I'm going to lead with Reshiram and with Ninetales and hope that they try to fake out the Ninetales. And maybe just go for a Blizzard Auroraville. I mean, that probably wouldn't even knock out a Farigiraf trying to set Trick Room. But I feel like no matter what, I'll likely get Auroraville up, which hopefully just benefits my team anyway. They're leading with these two, actually. That's curious. Is that how they're going to set Trick Room? So I'm just going to Fusion Flare into this slot. If they fake out Reshiram... Or sorry, if they fake out Kyurem-White, then they do that. They do try to fake out the Ninetales. Okay, this is fantastic. I'm going to get a ton of damage on that thing. Because its physical defense is boosted by the snow, not its special defense. So this should still do a lot of damage. Nice Fusion Flare animation. Come on, baby. I'll half health that thing. I will take it. I will take it. Okay. Now, do I burn my Tera? It's a pretty good Tera to have here. I feel like the Drain Punch is what comes out here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to Tera Ghost. And we might just protect Barama here. Try and start stalling the Trick Room. I feel like if I can stall the Trick Room and keep Reshiram alive... Kyurem-White alive. Probably should have read that Water Tera, to be honest. Probably should have read that. My guess is we're going to see a Drain Punch into the Kyurem-White slot and a Heavy Slam into my Ninetales. Tiny little hat for Reshiram. For Kyurem-White, sorry. Tiny little hat. They just go for the Glacial Lance, hey. This is still just neutral. It was neutral in the first place. They actually Heavy Slam into the Ninetales. I didn't need the Ghost Tera there. I did not. Here comes the Fusion Flare. Doing very little now that they're a water type. Okay. I think I stay in. I think I just Draco into this slot now. And I think I swap you into... Man, I could probably double switch, but I'm going to be a little bit risky here. If they double into Kyurem-White by going for Glacial Lance and like a Wild Charge or something, then they might be able to get me. But I'll be intimidating this Iron Hands, even though all Calyrex Ices do run Clear Amulet, basically. Here's the Wild Charge. We live it, despite the fact that we're no longer an Ice type. We land the Draco, and we continue our streak of weird restricteds absolutely stopping Calyrexes. Now, whether or not we can still pull out the game, it's going to depend on what the rest of these Pokemon are, to be honest with you. I'm honestly kind of hype about that because this is obviously an Assault Vest Kyurem-White. So the ability to like get through Trick Room without Protect feels good. Feels good. Okay. I think we can get King Gambit in here and simply fake out the Scary Boy. If Farigiraf comes in the Iron Hand slot, good on him. But this being closed team sheet, I feel like I got to roll the dice on that. I guess open team sheet wouldn't affect my... Assuming they might have the Farigiraf in the back. I just feel like if you're going to bring the Farigiraf at all, you lead with it, and that's what you want to set Trick Room with, and they felt like they could set Trick Room with the Calyrex. So my guess is that they don't have it at all. All right, I protect you, and I might start snarling. How many turns of Trick Room we got left? Just the one. Okay. How many turns of Aurora Veil do we have left? Just the one. Okay. But also just one turn of Snow. Yeah, I'm going to Parting Shot off of... Maybe a Parting Shot off of you, actually. No, I'll Parting Shot off of you. There goes Hands. Ideally what happens here is that the Ursaluna goes first. Parting Shot happens after that, and then I can get Kyurem in. They do just Earth Power my Ensign. Okay. We'll get the Citrus. Calyrex is no longer around to stop me from eating berries for some reason. That's the ability they gave it. One of the abilities they gave it. That was really just for the slow pivot, to be honest with you. Like, the stat drop doesn't totally matter to me there. Because now we just get Kyurem-White in as Snow disappears. Okay. As Aurora Veil disappears, and as Trick Room goes away. Hard swap into you. There's no fake out users that can stop this at the moment, and I just Blizzard, Blizzard, Blizzard. One of these Pokemon is switching into Iron Hands. I can almost guarantee that. Because they're both currently weak to Blizzard, and they got to assume I got an Ice move. They should assume that it's Blizzard. And they cannot Tera anymore. They're going to savor their Ursaluna, which is totally fine with me because now I'm like, can the Amoonguss even kill Kyurem-White at this range? Or do I get 2 turns with this thing? We are going to knock the Amoonguss almost out. And the Pollen Puff is barely enough to take us out. I don't know if it was barely, I guess. But we resisted that. Man. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just get Ensign in here. Do I set Aurora Veil again? I could. And just go for a fake out into you for now. Something might go to sleep here, but I think having another Aurora Veil is helpful. I'm just thinking about King Gambit in the back, and if King Gambit can take a Drain Punch or a Earth Power, if we need. They're just going to Spore Ensign. Well, that's okay with me, actually. I'm going to now Moonblast you. And I'm going to Snarl in case the Ursaluna wants to try and switch in. Actually, no. I have 1 mandatory sleep turn, so that's not going to happen. Try and get some damage here with the Moonblast. Some damage. I feel like that confirms Assault Vest. I don't think we saw the booster on turn 1. There's a Heavy Slam. We live it because of the Aurora Veil. And you're now going to fall asleep. Okay. You know, I think I just attack there. It's tough. I don't want them to get health back on that Drain Punch. That'd be an issue. I'm kind of in a sticky spot, if I'm honest with you. I don't feel great about it. Yeah. I think I'm just going to Flare Blitz into the Iron Hands. See if we can wake up with Ensign this turn. Stay in Sleepy. I feel like it's a Drain Punch and a Pollen Puff to just get as much health back on the Iron Hands as possible. Yup. Good play. What do you want me to say? So much damage. Okay. Woo! Yeah, a wake up would have been really appreciated there. Ninetales is going to stay asleep. Ensign's going to take its 3rd turn of sleep. Okay. And the snow stops. But we still have Aurora Veil for 1 more turn. Do I feel like there's even a chance that I could live 1 Drain Punch into my King Gambit? Because that's what's coming. And I can't Tera out of it. But I have Aurora Veil for 1 turn. I think my win con is to go hit a Swords Dance here. I know I'm going to wake up with Ensign. I feel like I Snarl still to cover for the potential Ursaluna coming in. Snarl comes out. It hits these Pokemon. I just don't think that King Gambit can kill both Ursaluna and... Oh, they Drain Punched you there. You know, with 1 turn of Aurora Veil left, that was really smart. I definitely can't do it now. This is a really frustrating game. I feel like I had so much momentum out of the gate. Maybe there's one or two turns I could have played more efficiently in the middle there, but sleep turns definitely hurt me. Ninetales taking 2 and Incin taking all 3. And yeah, I didn't respect. There was a turn there where maybe I could have, instead of Aurora Veiling, gone for, I think I Aurora Veiled on the turn that I Blizzard, and I could have gone for Icy Wind and Blizzard to potentially pick up the KO on the Amoonguss, and then we wouldn't have any sleep at all. Because I didn't, and the Amoonguss lived with so little HP, they just sat there. Yeah, I don't think I can even do this. Drain Punch should just knock me out, yeah. Oh, feels bad. Feels bad. Again, I feel like there's probably a place in there that I could have been more efficient. Maybe even more than just that one specific turn that I mentioned. Good for my opponent for still playing it out, though. I mean, I feel like I did handle their Calyrex really well. And maybe in the end, I kind of... Did I throw away my Kyurem at all? It's a shame. I had so much momentum out of the gate. So to be on the loser's end here at the end feels not great. It's okay, though. It's okay, though. We're learning. We're still on casual. Good game to my opponent. And that is going to be it here for our Kyurem-White showcase. Again, happy about that first match. Bummed that we couldn't pull through on the second match, though I do feel like if I had made 1 or 2 changes, maybe we still would have pulled that out. Again, if you are interested in ever battling against me or coming by a stream, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is typically when I do that. I battle against the chat and I go on the ranked ladder. So that's always very fun. I'd love to see you there. Also, just tons of more Regulation G videos already out there on the channel. Go check them out. I'm very excited for the ranked ladder to go live on Wednesday. That will be very, very fun. We can really start diving into these teams. It's been very useful for me to just do 2 battles in these videos. I don't know if that will change once the ranked ladder goes live. But from an editing standpoint, time saver. I do appreciate everyone's understanding there. And that's all I got for you. Click one of these other videos. You know, you're really going to like it. Thanks for clicking on this one in the first place. But one of these other ones, these videos are way better than the one you just watched.